These are the stories of the 80-10-10 All-Stars. All-Stars. All-Stars.
It's like learning a new language. You know, it's he's trouble. It's like learning a new language.
It's a bouncy banana lady in the back.
It's like learning a new language. You just got to repeat it again and again, and the more you practice, the better you get at it. The more it becomes second language, and then becomes your primary language eventually. And in raw foods, we've had this conditioning our whole life of people saying, oh, that, you know, fruit's a snack, fruit's not a meal. No. And just a few minutes ago, I went for a jog and visited a guy I met a few years ago, and he grows blueberries. And we're in his blueberry patch, and these are the best blueberries in the world. I've never had anything better. So I'm eating these blueberries, and he starts eating some blueberries, and he's hardly eating any blueberries. He's just like having a snack. He's going, oh, I shouldn't eat too many of these blueberries. I'm like, Steve, man, you can eat as many blueberries as you want, because these are like the best blueberries in the world. But I can see that he had maybe a handful, and then that was it. So we've been conditioned to believe that fruit's a snack versus a meal. So to change that paradigm takes a lot of practice.
So Chris mentioned the product, How Much Fruit is Too Much Fruit, was one of the first earlier things that he really got into. And we have the man who answered that question right here, Dr. Doug Graham. And so perhaps, Dr. Doug, could you join these guys?
Sure.
So what is the answer to that question? How much fruit is too much fruit?
Well, if you eat till you hurt, it's too much. If you eat more than you can digest, it's too much. If you eat till it makes you fall asleep, it's too much. If you eat so much it makes you gain weight, it's too much. If you eat more than you can lift, it's too much.
I want the last one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The last one's anyone I follow.
Yeah, that's the only limitation for Harley.
Does that include husks?
Yeah, it's it includes husks. No, it doesn't include husks, just edible portion. It's pretty challenging to eat too much fruit. You'd have to work at it. You'd have to almost go mentally off balance to eat too much fruit.
Especially in the long run.
Eat as much as you want. Eat as much as you care for. Eat as much so you never have cravings for heavy foods at the end of a meal. Eat so much fruit that you don't crave starches anytime. Eat so much fruit that you're not looking around for sweets in between meals. Dried fruit, candy, alcohol, chocolate. Eat so much fruit that when the meal ends, you're not just like automatically trained to look around for something sweet. Eat so much fruit that you're satisfied and you don't have cravings.
There you go.
Sounds awesome. So Doug, you mentioned that like something like a day after 80-10-10 came out, people asked, where are the Olympians? But
Come to London in 2012. We're going to have 2, 3, maybe 4 Olympians eating 80-10-10. There's an entire Kenyan 80-10-10 marathon running team about to take the world by storm. There's rowers up the gazoo. We've got new rowers, national champion rowers, writing to me on a weekly, couple this week. There's people coming in from every sport. There's power lifters. We've got some of the top power lifters in the world now converting over to 80-10-10. They're coming from all types of sports, and it just takes a little time to get going, but you got to give them a couple of weeks to follow the program before you expect them to be on top of the world.
Well, I'm still disappointed we didn't have Olympians in the first day. I mean, it should be a
Yeah, I apologize for that. We should have the Olympians first and then brought out the program.
Okay, so I'm not going to be an Olympian tomorrow. If I start the 80-10-10 diet today, I won't be an Olympian tomorrow. But how long does it take to get results?
Well, the results start immediately. Results start with the very first meal. People notice right away improvements. They see that their digestion is easier, that their weight management starts coming under control. I mean, we see results on people's faces in 2-3 days. We've helped hundreds of people off insulin in 2-3 days. The results come immediately for every aspect of healthful living, not even just diet, but anytime you improve your lifestyle, you instantly benefit. No, you're not going to turn into a world-class athlete from eating food. Food doesn't make you fit. You have to train properly and recover properly, but food's part of the proper recovery. And you got to get in enough sugar and get in enough water and get in enough sleep to recover from the exercise you did. But at whatever level you happen to find yourself currently, you unleash the door, you open the door to unleash incredible quantum leaps in performance. Most people perform at levels they never even thought possible. And it's true for the Olympian athletes as well.
How did you guys find it? How quick did you get results? Harley?
I got results on the first day because all of a sudden, instead of having starch for breakfast, having fruit for breakfast, and I felt a lot better. I went from standard Australian diet to vegan. I just by default went on a low-fat program and felt better on the first day, and then the next step up was low-fat vegan to fruit-based vegan. And so when you're having fruit for your carbohydrates versus starch, you can perform a lot better, and you feel a lot better. So I noticed first day, I noticed improvements, definitely.
Yeah, me too. Seriously, within the first day, it was like taking blinders off, and I was just 1,000 times happier, 1,000 times more energetic, and just could recover way, way faster. My whole life changed overnight.
I tried a 1-month experiment, and at the end of 2 weeks I was absolutely convinced there was no turning back, because for all 14 days my memory cleared up, my thought processes were sharp, my energy was through the roof, my sense of feeling rested was far better. Things I didn't even know were symptoms, like problems with my skin and digestion, it all just went away. For the first time in my life, I wasn't thinking about food all the time and snacking all the time. I'd just eat a meal and be satisfied until the next meal. I mean, all the right things happened, and it happened right away. You just have to eat enough. If you don't eat enough, it'll never ever work.
Join us next week for another exciting tale of the 80-10-10 All-Stars.